Welcome everybody. What I'm going to do today is to sort of introduce Stepup.One in a very quick format, and then really take you to the first part of the meeting where I want you to get the essence of what we do at StepUp in a very few minutes, right? Because all these stories you can always learn from watching videos, but I want to get to the essence and explain you the essence of StepUp, and then I want you to ask me questions as to whether you really understand what we do at StepUp and how it's going to help your life, pretty much transform your lives if possible, and so on and so forth. So feel free to ask me questions. If possible, just type your questions in the chat box so that you don't disturb the flow of the meeting. Just type it away, or if you feel like asking something, just unmute yourself and ask. Right. So we are Stepup.One, and our vision is to give refugees a skill, a career, pride, and true independence. We started 2 years ago, right at this World Economic Forum event, when a refugee from Kakuma refugee camp, Muhammad Hassan, sitting next to Satya Nadella, he challenged a lot of us, saying that, look, we guys are stuck and you guys are talking about AI and robots, right? Can you help us get access to a marketable skill and connect us to global opportunities so that we can earn our own money without depending on any country or any person? It's pretty much the good old grandmother story, right? Teach me how to fish, and I will and also show me a river where I can, right? So it's almost like that, so we thought we can do this quickly. So we stepped up and we reached out to the Kakuma refugee camp in January 2019, 2 years ago. We pitched the idea of reskilling refugees and connecting them to opportunities that pay to the head of the UNHCR camp. They really liked the idea, and together we decided to reskill them on social media marketing, right? Because the number of jobs that are available globally for social media marketing is extremely high. And therefore, we thought, irrespective of whether you're locked up in a camp or in a very difficult situation, the only thing that you have is internet and laptop. We still should be able to work for a client anywhere in the world. A client could be in United States or UK or Australia or Rwanda or Kigali or Uganda. We don't really care. The client can be anywhere on the planet. The client can be anywhere on planet Earth, and you should be able to sit and deliver work and get paid, from your own premises. So that's why we choose, that. UNHCR gave us these 5 refugees to be a part of our pilot team. This was nearly 2 years ago. We trained them. We trained them and we executed a step-by-step process to basically teach them social media marketing. We picked up the best tools that are available to anybody to train them, so that whether you do this sitting at your home or somebody sitting at their London studio or New York studio, the output is very similar. Right. So we taught them all these important tools like Lumen 5 and Hootsuite and Zapier, so that you can work with these tools to deliver a very professional quality thing. We also taught them how to use or when to use the right platform to deliver the right impact. For example, you would use LinkedIn to connect with business and business. You would use Facebook if you want to connect business to their consumers. You would use Twitter if you want to be a leader or a politician or a leader or a thought leader or a doctor or a professor, those kind of a thing, right? You're not trying to sell something, but you want to be a leader, right? But this is the most important thing, guys. I want everybody to just focus on this. But the best thing, which we have discovered in the last 2 years is this approach, the way we teach, right? The way we learn, the way we practice it in the real world, the way we find a job, and the way we work for the client, it's all the same thing, okay? So it all starts with, this, what is happening right now to you. So this is the only scenario that you will learn. Okay, today, whatever you're going to learn is what you will learn for the next 1 year or 10 years. It's the same 7 steps, right? And it is a real world job execution scenario based on the last 2 years of everything that we have done with 20 plus clients. We have come up with a simple one scenario where you try to understand what your client want in the first step, convert that into a story in the second step, convert that story into a video in the third step, identify the target audience in the fourth step that you need to send this video to, and then connect with the target audience by sending them that video, have conversations with those target audience, and then convert them into meetings or customers, etc., paying customers, etc. So this is the only scenario that you will learn with me, right? So even though I'm saying that I'm going to teach you social media marketing, basically I'm going to teach you just this one scenario, and the same scenario can be done in Twitter, can be done in LinkedIn, can be done in Instagram, can be done in any any kind of a thing, right? So that's what you will learn in week 1. Is that clear to everybody? This is really important, right? This scenario, right? So remember this. Then what do you do? So to learn this scenario, it could take you just 1 day or 1 week or even a year, right? I'm not going to tell you how fast you can learn this. All the steps in the scenario are nicely put together and kept in one particular place so that you can all go and learn it. Okay, so that's scenario 1. What happens next in week 2? You can start executing the same scenario for finding a paying job for yourself by taking Stepup.One as your client. So let's say you have finished practicing the first scenario. Okay, you can start using that same scenario in real world. Okay, where I become your client. So you will understand my objectives or Stepup.One's objectives. What is Stepup.One's objective? My objective is to find you guys a job. That's my objective. It is to teach as well as find, but I'm doing everything in the same thing. So I tell you my objective is to find jobs. We convert that into a story. We identify the target audience that you will reach out to, right? And until you will reach out to all the clients, let's say, for example, you guys are in Uganda, right? So we will identify all the clients in Uganda, and you should be able to reach all the people in Uganda, and be able to. I'm just muting you guys, Charlene and Keisha, if you don't mind. If you want to unmute to talk, please feel free to talk, right? So that there is no disturbance in the line. Cool. Thank you, guys. Okay. Now, the third week. Okay. So the first week you learn. The second week you practice the scenario by taking me as a client. And from the third week onwards, or not really a third week, whenever the client gives you the job, you can start executing the exact same scenario for your real paying client for meeting their own objective. I think this is the essence of Step Up, everybody. It's really important that you understand this essence. We teach you the same scenario, the real work scenario. We don't teach you from ABCD. We don't teach you how to do Twitter. We don't teach you how to do LinkedIn, right? We teach you how to work for a real client, from day 1. Okay. So then what we do, so week 1 is learning. Week 2 is practicing in the real world. Week 3 is actually doing it for a real client who's actually paying you $100 a month, right? That's our magic formula. If I'll pause here. If anybody has a question, please type. Aisha, if somebody is putting a question in the chat, please tell me. But otherwise, I'll just continue to the next one, right? So basically, what are we saying? Basically, I'm saying you control your own destiny, right? Mike or Janine or Keisha, can go crazy today. Start learning this scenario, in the next 1 day or 1 week, right? And then immediately, start searching for your own client as soon as you finish your training, right? That's what some of these guys, who are in this call. So, for example, Keisha has joined this call from Kokuma Refugee Camp. We started, this exact same class with him maybe 2 months ago, Kesha. I guess, yeah, 2 months ago or 3 months, 2 or 3 months ago. I don't know. With all these holidays, right? So we taught him this scenario maybe a month ago. He started searching for his jobs maybe I don't know 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks or I don't know. And today he has already a client.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Thanks, Kisha. So he already has a paying client, and the money has already been put into his bank account in Kokuma, right? So fundamentally, it's not about but there are 17 other people who also started with Kisha, right? And I can't say the same thing, about every single one of them, right? It's very important. It is simply this, you control your own destiny. How fast do you want to run? How fast do you want to run? I can take you to the so I can buy you a fishing net or a fishing bar. I can take you to a river. I can tell you that is where the fish is going to come, and after that you have to sit patiently and put the do the fishing. I cannot do the fishing for you, right? So that's why this is such a powerful method, right? I'll go back again here. So what are you doing here on week 1? You're learning the stuff, right? You're learning the stuff. On week 2, you're already starting it in real world and executing for clients. On the week 3, or whenever a client sign up, you execute the same scenario and start to work for a client. So every minute you spend on the scenario, you're becoming an expert. Yeah, that's the most important thing. The next thing I want to tell you is, attend the, so typically I think it will take a month for you to, find a job, if you are sincere and if you are really, reaching out to 100 clients a day, right? Once you have learned the scenario, right? Obviously, when you have to finish your, course and, so that you're confident of talking to your client. That's number 2. Number 3, every Saturday, whether hell comes loose or heaven comes loose, we have a hackathon every Saturday. We've been having it for the last 2-3 months. So what happens is, there are some people who have been doing this for 2 years. They are really, really top experts. There are some people who are doing it for 2 months. They are not very big experts, but they are learning it. And there are some people like you who are just starting, just today, right? So what we try to do every Saturday is to, make them little bit more expert, in whatever they are doing. We take a real problem and we solve it for the entire group. So basically what happens, initially when you start, how to understand your client objectives in a very basic way. You attend 3 Saturdays, your depth is, so much more better. You become so much more better in, understanding your client objectives. You attend 5-6 Saturdays, your depth increases. You become a guru or an expert on how to understand a client objective in a very thorough way. You'll be talking like a different level altogether, right? And the same thing hold, for the storylines. Yes, Aisha.
Sorry to cut you short. There's a question from Mike.
Yeah.
He's asking, once we are done with learning, how does Stepup help us in engaging or finding clients, since its objective is to help us find clients?
Okay, sure. So let me show that with an example, Mike. It's a very, very good. Thanks, Aisha. Aisha, if you don't mind, just keep muting people. If there is a lot of noise and thing, right? Let me show you the example.
I don't think I have. It's the host who can mute. I don't think I have the powers to mute.
I don't know how to give you that power. Anyways, it's okay. Okay, there is one power button I have. Mute all. Allow participant to, yes. Okay, I have muted everybody. Good. Yeah, it's very quiet now. Okay. So this is the most important thing, guys. You own your own destiny, right? Mike, I want you to unmute yourself and tell me if you have not understood this. Okay. So I'm going to take the example of one of my people who are actually doing this, right? So let me just go and see if I can find that person. So let's take Bahana, right? Bahana is just show you who Bahana is, right? So Bahana is a refugee. in this is his LinkedIn profile. He's been working for Stepup for nearly 2 years now. He has more than 500 connection. He's based out of the Kakuma refugee camp, and you can look at all the work that he has done for his clients. These are all the work that he has done for his clients. You can click on his LinkedIn, and you will actually see how he has done it. All those things. He's a social media consultant, so he actually will put like this, etc. Okay, so now let's say let me show you how Bahana is hunting or fishing for his jobs, Mike. This is the question you asked me, right, Mike? You asked me how will Stepup help someone like a Bahana or someone like a Mike or a Janine find their jobs, right? So this is how he's finding. First thing is he's asking every top potential client in Kenya whether he can become their social media consultant. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. So he's messaging. So today morning at 10:46 Kenya time, he sent this one to the banking sales director at Oracle, Jason Mangi. What has he sent? This is what he sent. I don't know whether you guys can see this or it's too small. So this is what today morning at 7:53 a.m. Bahana has sent to Jason. Hi, Jason. Each of us have a role to play in preventing the refugee crisis. What we do next will determine the fate of nearly 70 million refugees. At Stepup.One, we help individuals and companies hire our refugee graduates to deliver results on social media. Join us on something, right? So either the Jason can actually click on this one or click on this one. If he clicks on this one, he sees the video that I sent to all of you to watch about what is Stepup, what do we do, etc., etc. So Jason saw this message and he accepted Bahana's connection. So suddenly Jason is connected with Bahana just today morning. This is 10:46 today morning, right? And once he is accepted, Bahana sends a second message at today 10:46 a.m. Many thanks for connecting. So we believe social media is changing the way traditionally showcase our products, services, and ideas in front of our potential customers. We have been using innovative social media methods to deliver great business outcomes. On behalf of our clients, we have connected with 6,000 new customers, etc., etc., etc. Give us an hour and we will tell you how we can do the magic for you. If you like our ideas, hire us for a month at $100 and we will deliver the difference. If you like the results we deliver, then you can continue to work with us or cancel us. By working with us, you will be a part of the human revolution. So Bahana is basically looking, for, he's sent to Spehele in a manager in Unilever today morning. And there's a third one here. And yesterday, it was Jan 19th, right? Yesterday, he sent to all these people, Simon, Ross, so this is all Jan 19th. So and Bahana is already working for 4 different clients. He's already working for 4 different clients, but he still finds time every single day to connect with. Can you see how many he's connecting every single day? Jan 18, he probably connected with 20 people. Just to give you one small thing, this is not the number of people he is sending the message, okay? This is the number of people who are connecting back with him, accepting his message. The number of people who he's sending every day must be much more than 2 or 3. He sent 385 messages so far, right? 6 hours ago. So these are the people that he has sent 6 hours ago. So he has sent 20 people. No, more than that. Yeah. So this is how, I hope, Mike, I'm answering. So we taught Bahana the exact same 7 steps, understanding this thing. And right now he's doing this step. Now, let me just, remove all these things, right? Right now he's doing, connecting with the audience step. Right now, this is what he's doing, connecting with target audience. He already has the video, right? And you will also get the same video, right? He already knows all his target audience in Kenya that he needs to connect with, right? You will also get the same thing. Guys, just in case if we cut off, we got another 10 more minutes. but I will restart this video, meeting again so that you can rejoin the same meeting, exact same URL. You don't have to change any URL, but we might get cut in 10 more minutes. So these are the 6 or 7 steps that Bahana or Keisha is executing every single day after learning about these steps. And Keisha is now working for a paying client in just 2 days. It's the second day today, right? He just started yesterday. And Keisha has already done all of these steps for his paying client, right? I could just log in into Keisha's LinkedIn and show you how he's working on behalf of this client, right? So it's almost like what do you say? It's fire and forget, right? You keep doing the same thing, but it's not repetitive. Everything is so. For example, these are the many different clients that we have worked for. A client in France, Denmark. There is a client that we are currently working in Kenya, a World Bank, finance regional officer. We are working for a charity in the UK. We're working for a coffee entrepreneur in Kenya. We are working for, just give me one second, a charity in South Africa. We are working for an oil and gas person in Switzerland, a sustainability company in India, an IT company in India, etc., 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 and so many more. So this is how we are currently doing, and you guys will join the gang, and you will start to deliver results. First, you have to learn. Like with everything else, you have to learn, right? That's what you will do. So over the past 2 years, the guys have done a terrific job. They have done all sorts of things. They've delivered sales pipeline using LinkedIn. So LinkedIn will be your number one thing, okay? Which is why I told everybody yesterday to create something on LinkedIn, right? That will be the first thing that you will do. You will also learn Facebook and Twitter slowly, but everything that we do today is centered around LinkedIn, which is why I was telling you guys to do this. We built a brand awareness using Facebook, thought leadership on Twitter, create videos. In fact, just today morning, one of the client that Isra was reaching, one of the other refugee from Kakuma, she was reaching out to somebody in Kenya, and that lady responded saying, "Can you make music review videos for me? And if yes, for $100, how many videos can you make in a month?" So not all the time, we will get a job that is about, LinkedIn, or not all the time we will get a job where we have to do all 7 steps. Making video is just one step in the middle somewhere, right? So this client is asking, can you just make me videos? I'm not interested in, putting that on social media, but just keep make me videos, right? So, you have access to people, and then et cetera, right? So we are now, we started with 5 refugees. We have grown to 50 refugees across, 3 different camps. We have more than 20 clients now. We have partnership with UNHCR, Hootsuite, Lumen 5. All this is not important, but, right? So, I've just added, you guys as well here, in Kampala here. There is Kenya, we have around 20 of them, and Kutupalong and Cox's Bazar, we have around 15. But with Mike and Janine coming in, surely we can add the next one in, Rwanda, Kigali, right? And we will keep on, growing more and more and more, right? The one in green are the clients. So these are the clients. These are the clients, and these are the graduates. And this is also, so over and above you guys selling it for yourselves, because, the beauty of this whole thing is you are finding job for yourself, right? There is also 50 more people in my team who will be finding jobs for you, right? But the whole idea of this step up is we do not want to depend on this team to find jobs for you. Right? This team, which is there all over the world, we don't want them. We will make our own, career, but we don't mind, help coming from, this team in Brazil, or this team in South Africa, or this team in Australia. Fair enough. In fact, there is Daira, in this call right now, who's going to do this in Kenya, and there is Charlene in this call right now who will do this in UK. So And guess what? Charlene and Daira will not go do their own stuff. They will follow the exact same 7 steps. This is the 7 steps. The 7 steps that you will follow is exactly what Daira and Charlene will do. For them, right? So I think that's really important. I don't think you guys need to know this, but very quickly, by the end of this year, we want to scale to almost 500 people, across the globe. And our aim is to reach 5,000 people just in the Kakuma refugee camp, and then we will see how we will do it for every other camp. So we don't want to just do it for one camp. We want to do it for every single camp that UNHCR manages anywhere in the world. So that's our idea. Some testimonials from clients and refugees. And this is a lovely picture that one of my team members took, when they visited Kakuma and met with the first batch of students, who graduated nearly 2 years ago. So I'll stop here. I think this is the essence of what we do as Step Up. We teach you guys a life skill. We help you practice that life skill, using Step Up as your first client. Then we let you go and hunt for your real paying client, using Step Up as your credible entity, and find the first client immediately, and then find your second client, and find your third client, and the fourth client, and I don't know how many you can find, but and then you start creating a team under yourself. I don't think anybody can do like Bahana is doing, like 4 clients right now. He is now training 3 more people under him. There is no way Bahana will be able to do more than 4 clients. It's impossible, unless he becomes a Superman and starts working 24 hours every day. So it's so he's going to create so he's becoming a leader, and he's getting 10-15 people to work under him. And then he's hunting for more clients, and those clients will come under him, and he will give jobs to more people. So that's how we foresee this whole thing working. I'll stop here, and I'll take your questions, comments. Let me see if I can bring up your participants list is here. I will you can type your questions. You can ask me whatever you want. Charlene, Sadiq, you guys can also ask me. Because what's important is, when I explain this, I've done this 100 times. I don't know what I'm missing and what I'm, really telling. It's very hard for me to keep track. So if you think something is not making sense, please challenge me. Please, ask me questions. I'll pause here. Every one of you are on mute, so you have to unmute yourself if you want to, ask anything.
So hello guys, Mike again.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah, I think this is really great, since it's going to enable, it's going to create many job opportunities. Because if for instance, if like you just gave us an example of this person who has like more than 4 clients, I think. And just imagine if if he gets even more, and then he tries to train his colleagues or other graduates, it's gonna be great. Like, many people are going to be able to to be employed. So but I also had a question on what you said about like making Step Up your first client.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to understand it more. So how can you like make Step Up your first client, and if so, is anyone going, if the person
you should be able to learn this scenario that I'm talking about. Okay, right over here. It is just one of the links. I'll even send that link to you. What we do, if you go to what we do, reskill refugees, if you click on reskill refugees, it will take you to the place where we learn about everything, right? So yeah, this is the thing, right? And all that scenario that I'm talking about is this scenario 1 and scenario 2. But scenario 1 and scenario 2 are not two different scenarios. It's the same scenario, right? Scenario 1 is where you are learning. Okay, so if I click on this scenario 1, you will have a lot of these sessions, exactly how I'm teaching you. And scenario 1, all the steps are here. Every step is here, that we have talked about. And the topics is end-to-end walkthrough of the scenario, end-to-end practice of the scenario, and then understanding the client, converting the client story to a video, identifying the visual story. So I have given everything that you need to learn in that scenario over here. So I have given you hope you guys are able to understand. So I have given everything over here. So once you finish the scenario by starting the course, yeah, sorry guys, I'm just putting a few of you on mute. Okay, so this is scenario. Yeah. So this is scenario 1, and you will click on this end-to-end. Yeah, just give me 1 second, guys. I just have to mute. Yeah. So in scenario 1, I'm just have to go through this video. By play this video, it's a 1-hour video. Just go through the video and listen to the whole thing. Go to the practice and listen to the practice. It's a second video. Go to the third video, fourth video. You can finish the entire thing in 1 day if you want. That's all. It's really nothing much. Just 1 day, you'll be able to finish the entire scenario. Yeah. You can ask Sadiq, who is there in this thing, who's finished both scenarios, right? So that's the first thing, right? Obviously, I want you to be able to, go to the second scenario, because a lot of people are asking the same question, right? What does it mean by, thing? This is what it is. So second scenario is really not the second scenario. It is exactly the first scenario, but you make Stepup.One as your client and you start finding jobs for yourself, right? It's by doing the same 7 steps, right? So what do you do first? You have to sort out your LinkedIn, right? And then you have to, follow all of these steps, how do we present, etc., etc., etc. If you follow all of these things, you should be able to, start executing your, second scenario. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, right? So you learn this first and then you execute it so that, you find yourself a job, by, taking Stepup as your client. And third, when somebody gives you a job, when this scenario becomes successful, somebody actually gives you a job, then you execute the same scenario for, paying clients. I could maybe, give you guys an example, but I'll just pause here for a minute to see, if you guys have any more questions. If you have a question, you can just put it in the chat window, guys, because that's the easiest way to, Mike, Mohammed, do you guys have any questions? I mean, I know it's not super clear, but once you start watching these videos, which are more detailed, I think everything will become crystal clear for you guys. Any questions?
Yes, Mr. Anis. How long will it take us through, like for today? We have met through this Zoom meeting, and do we have the possibility to days that we can meet so that we may have questions, we may have thing to know more about? Will we get that chance to meet such an conference, such a session?
Yes, Sadiq. Yes, Sadiq. So that's a very good question, right? This is just the starting of your, world. Every week, Saturday morning, 9 my time. Your time must be 12 noon. Your 12 o'clock. Saturday, 12 o'clock, Kakuma time. Saturday, I think 11 o'clock, maybe Rwanda time. We are 2 hours ahead. So you should be able to meet with me and the entire team every Saturday. So every week we have this meeting for 2 hours to talk about what everybody's doing, how they are finding their client, what steps they're executing, etc., 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 in a detailed way. And every single meeting we have done, I have recorded all of those meetings and I have put it out in the YouTube, so that you will be able to also learn from there. Either you can come here to learn this this particular thing, onboarding the thing, because there is a lot of nice videos I put here, so that you can learn all of these things. For example, you can also learn why social media for sales and marketing. For example, Mike graduated with something else, logistics. 2 years ago, I don't know what was social media. So they can click on this link and study what is social media. Why should people learn social media for sales, right? I have created a number of videos here. You can go to the evolution of social media, the history of social media, what is digital marketing, what is B2B, what is B2C. All these things you can learn, right? But I am saying all this is secondary. Start with this scenario direct, because there is no time. You can learn all of these things while you're working and searching for your clients. That's the magic of Stepup. You read the scenario, then you start working on your scenario from day 2 onwards. You don't have to wait for another month, another year, or another many years to graduate. You graduate once you finish scenario 1, which you can do just today itself. I hope you guys are able to understand. And Sadiq, to your question, we meet every Saturday. I will send a link to all of you guys to participate in that meeting every Saturday.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Mohammed Abdulqadir Mahmoud. I'm very happy to see you this meeting.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, how can I be part of Stepup.One? I'm social media marketing. I'm IT person, and also I'm freelancer. I'm working through Upwork. So how can I be part of Stepup.One? Like Bahana is my colleague. All of them, like Yasmin, I know. Paul also I know. And Niall is my colleague. So how can I be part of this Stepup.One?
Just you're already a part, Mohammed. That's why I invited you to this meeting. You can join us every week on Saturday morning or 12 noon from now onwards. So that's how you be a part of our thing. And we will continue to teach you. We'll continue to train you, and until you keep finding jobs. You start with one client, then you go to the next client, then you go to the next client, and so on and so forth. So it's a long journey.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
But just I think still many of you might have I will be shocked if all of you have understood what I've said. Let's check the understanding. So Mike, I'll start with you. What is your comments? Have you understood everything that I've said? Let me also talk a little bit about money, right? I think that's very important, right? So money is it starts with $100 a month. It's roughly 10,000 Kenyan shillings. I don't know how much it is in Uganda. Just do the mathematics. It's 100 US dollars per month, right? So people can hire you in 3 different ways. $100 for let's say if they want to do only LinkedIn, $200 if they want to do LinkedIn and so other things, $300 if they want to do many things, right? So as a big business, right? But 90% of the thing, everybody are choosing $100 because they just want to get started and see. So this is what is the thing. So when somebody wants to hire you, they will click on this link, and then it'll take you to a place where all the people are present, right? And they should be able to, let's say, a photo of yours will come here after you have graduated, and you should pay. Let's say, for example, if they want to hire Nial, let's say this guy, they will select this option, and then they should be able to select the the plan, which will be a basic plan, which will be $100 per month, and press the hire now button. That's it. After pressing the hire now button, they will be able to hire, in this case, Nial, maybe 2-3 weeks from today. It could be Kenya, it could be Mike, it could be Muhammad, it could be Sadiq, it could be anybody, right? Whoever has finished your training and whoever feels they are ready to start this. So that's it. Engage Nial as your as your manager. Sorry, social media manager. Proceed to checkout. Put your credit card details. Hire now. Bang. That's it. Finished. Job is done.
So, Anis, you asked me if I understood it. I really understood. And after this explanation you just gave us, like in these few minutes, it's really clear. And the good thing, one of the best thing that I liked about it is this thing that you've just showed us, where like the clients can find you and hire you. Because I think almost every one of us was thinking, I mean, how am I going to find clients? How are clients going to find me? Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. That was that was one of the questions that I had, but I think it's now clear. Like since clients can go there on that platform and then choose whichever person they want to hire, I really think it's good. Yeah, it's really clear.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of like I mean, getting done with your learning and graduating and then start working.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Mike, let's take you as an example, right? Let me tell you, say for example, Mike, you attended this class. What are you going to do next?
Yeah.
Next is you'll go to this place, this particular reskill refugees. Okay. And then if you are smart, if you are hungry, you will finish all these scenarios in like 1 week. Here is a guy, Sadiq, you can ask him. He finished all these scenarios in under 7 days, every single one of them. Okay. So it should not take anybody to do this, month or anything like that. It's really easy. You should have patience. You're not going to understand everything, See, I am, you have to remember one thing. I am not teaching ABCD. Okay. I took you directly to a work scenario, how you will work for a real client, kind of a thing. So you are going to struggle a little bit. You're not going to understand everything so clearly. Okay. Because I didn't want to do this like, first let me teach you ABCD, then teach you nouns, then teach you verb, then teach you, sentences. I cut everything off. I directly teaching you how to write a book, something like that, without teaching you English. I'm okay with that because that's how, the new world is emerging. So first thing you will do, Mike, you will go here, you will learn scenario 1. Second thing you will do, you'll go finish scenario 2. Once you have done these 2 things, you yourself would have already started, sorting out your LinkedIn. You will come here to your LinkedIn, right? And you will make your own LinkedIn, better. So do you have your LinkedIn, Mike, anywhere?
Yeah, I have it.
So, it should be some Mike something, right? Or,
yeah.
So I'll just take somebody's LinkedIn, like, I don't know. I'll take, let me say, there are lots of people who send their LinkedIns actually. Jinain, or I don't know. Jinain, do you have a LinkedIn? Or Muhammad Abdul Qadir, I don't know. Jinain Umagwanesa. Let me check Jinain whether she has a LinkedIn. Jan 9. She's here. Amazing. Okay. So here is Janine, right? What will she do after understanding these things, right? The first thing she will do is she will put her like she started her work with Stepup, like this guy. Let me just show this guy's profile so that it's easy for Janine also to understand. I hope, Janine, you're able to follow us, right? We are just taking you as an example. I hope you don't mind. So Janine will change will change her thing also like this, social media consultant. I don't mind if Janine has something else here, she can put whatever she wants to put here, but she will add this one line, social media consultant. Then she will basically add, this. Stepup.One has become her first client, experience. She started working not 2 years ago, but from today. And then she will say all these things, in her, in her profile. She won't have portfolios like, Bahana, because Bahana has been working for a long time. She will just simply say, all these things. Okay, just like, how Bahana has said. And then she, by the way, I don't have to teach anything, right? Once she goes through the steps that which are there, she will do it herself. I don't need to, teach any of those things. Okay. So after doing that, what she will do, I will give her a list. Okay, I will give Janine and Mike. So for example, let me give you the list right now. Just show you how I'll do that list. Okay. So basically, what I'll do, I'll go to my sales navigator where we are the. So Janine, are you based out of Kigali as well?
Yes, I'm based in Rwanda.
Sorry, Janine, I didn't hear it, what you said. So I will, yeah. So I will start with Rwanda. For this is for Janine and Mike, for Kenya and the other people, I'll start with somewhere else. I'll start with Uganda, obviously. I'll not start with Rwanda. So there are 180,000 people in Rwanda, but I don't want to reach all the 180,000 people. They may or may not be able to give me jobs. So I want to reach to people who are having a title. Maybe not title, maybe let me just see. 180,000 people are there in Rwanda, and I want to reach to all the people who own something, or a partner, or a CXO, or a vice president, or a director. Okay, that's it. I don't want to go anything below this. How many people? 15,000 people. Okay. So of this 15,000 people, I will give a list of, or let's say, like this, right? 15. How many people are there? Yeah, one for 15,000. So let's say 1 to 10 is 1,000, 11 to 50. So I'm going to take, this many people. I'm going to go to Rwanda. Look for all the chief executive officers in Rwanda running companies which are between 1 people company to 50 people company. So these are all small companies with the title CXO, director, all these kind of things, right? So how many people, Janine? It's 2,500 people, Janine. So from tomorrow onwards, okay, so let me just show you how you will do it, right? Oh, wow, lots of questions. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to, answer all these questions. So let's say these 2,500 people are there. You should be able to, connect, let's say, to David, right? What you will do, Janine, is you will connect with David like this. Okay. But okay, you won't have this guy's URL, okay, David, this thing, because you don't have access to this sales navigator. So what you will do, you will go to his profile, open his profile right here, okay, or I'll give you his name, okay, something like this. I will tell him, Janine, you need to connect with David, this person, okay. I give you this name, so you You copy this guy's name. You come to your profile. Okay, where is your profile? Yeah, you come to this profile. So, for example, imagine this is Bahana. This is not Bahana. This is you, Janine. Okay, so you will search for this person, David Ngra, whatever, right? Click on the search. He will come on the first result itself. Managing director for Rwanda Farmers Coffee Company. Okay, you will click on this person. You will connect with that person. Add a note. What note you will write here? The note you will write here is here. Let me just show you the note actually, so that just give me 1 second, people, because that note is there somewhere. Okay, here. Yeah. Sorry for this. Yeah. This is the note you will send to all the people, Janine. Hi, you don't say client, you can say hi, David, or just say hi, for the time being. Hi, each of us have a role in preventing this. And then you say, thank you, J9. Okay, you just say thanks, because there is no space. Are you able to understand this, Janine, what I've just done? So once
Yes,
you
I'm able.
Yes. So once you're finishing, so obviously you will not do this, now, this is obviously Bahana. It has to be you, which is this, obviously. You will make your profile, you'll make your profile into, something like Bahana, which will be, which will have, why, you need to be very precise why you're contacting him. And once you have done that, you will go and search for, David, whatever, that you search for here. No, not this guy. Okay, and I'll give you the list of all these people to you, Jenny, so that you know exactly who you are connecting with. And the people that you are connecting with will be different to the people that Mike will be connecting to. Okay, and the people that, let's say she will connect to, so that, both of you don't interfere with each other. Okay, if I do the same thing for, let's say, let me take another example. Can I do this for you, Kenya? Kenya, do you have a LinkedIn ID? I don't know. Okay, let me see. Just 1 second. I'll just,
Yes.
look at the. You have a LinkedIn ID, Kenya? So let me see. Kenya.
Yes, I have it.
Kenya, Ira, me, something. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for me to find your LinkedIn.
Kenya iradukunda.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Let me see how to find it. But before that, let me see. There was a chat, right? A lot of people are asking for all kinds of things. So where is that chat window? Chat. Yeah. Oh my God, a lot of things. Okay. I think it'll be easy for us if we share us a link for those videos so we can learn more at the end of this meeting. Yeah, Mike. So Mike, I hope it's easy, right? I can share the link. It's already there on the website. You can go on, Mohammed is saying, I use Canva, Facebook, Twitter. I'm a freelancer. That's all fine, Mohammed. Good for you. In terms of training, in the handpicked rules, Lumen detail session. Yes. Yeah. All those detailed sessions are there already there. Benjamin, Miss or Mr. Benjamin, go and look at it, because it sounds like Saturday Hackathon is so basically compare the notes. Not really. Saturday Hackathon is like, deep, go and explore. So we teach you all the 7 steps on these basic things. And then on Saturday, everybody has a different client. One guy is working for a coffee entrepreneur, another guy is working for a hospital, another guy is working for sustainability. So we take their problem and go deep, how to do these things, right? I think that's one. What is Janine asking? I'm wondering if the client or people whom we ask connection on any channel like LinkedIn or Facebook, if yes, how will you benefit from them? So you're not asking for connection alone, Janine. You're asking for, how you can help them, how you can make, some big benefit come for them, like that, right? So you will understand this, right? Okay, Janine, you're based in Rwanda. That's fine. Type LinkedIn. Okay, that's all fine. All right, cool. So any more questions from anybody else? do you guys understand, what to do next? Like, for example, if you take Yushu, or, one of you guys, we can, please ask me your questions. Otherwise, it's really hard for you to, go out and, do this. You have another 9 more minutes. After that, we'll close this meeting. Any other question? Mike and Janet, you guys have been a bit active, but I want others also to, ask me questions if they have. Or is it so much clear? Right? Kenya, you have any questions? What about Yushu? Yeah, Yushu, have any questions? Francis?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes. Go ahead.
My question is that I said about the session to happen at Saturday at 11 p.m.
No,
11
a.m.
11 a.m. Sorry. So I was asking myself if this will be always at Saturday at that time.
Yes,
or if
always.
Always. Every
Yes.
Saturday.
Every Saturday, every week, rain, shine, anything.
What about those Adventists?
Sorry, what about what?
What about those Adventists? There is no plan about those Adventists who used to play at Saturday. I was asking myself.
Sorry, Kenya, I'm not able to understand. I think you're asking me if you're not able to. Oh no, Kenya is there. Okay, so if you're not, if you're not able to make, if you're not able to make it on Saturday, what happens, right? So nothing happens. Don't worry about it. Every Saturday, whatever I talk comes back into the training, into the scenario. So whatever I talk every Saturday, right, is there in 2 places. One, it is there on my YouTube channel. 2, it is also there on, so you will not miss it. So for example, one of my refugee top person cannot come on Saturday because it is Sabbath for her. Okay, some religious thing, she can't attend this. So what I have done is, every Saturday, whatever I do, it is there in here inside my courses. Okay, it's both inside my courses and also on YouTube. Okay, so let me just show you where it is, but it's really easy actually. You don't have to even worry about it, right? Because it's quite easy. So don't come to YouTube. Ideally, go to the courses page, because it's really easy for you to know where it is, right? So where's my channel? So go to the channel, and if you click on videos, okay, so everything is here. Okay, this was 3 days ago. Was 3 days ago or Saturday? I don't know. I think so. Yeah. This was 3 days ago, 1 week 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 ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. Everything is here. Everything that you want to know is here. So either you can do this, or you can go to my playlist and look at, like how, say for example, today morning somebody asked, can you make videos? So I created this playlist just today morning. These are all the client videos that we have made for our clients. Okay, so you can go and play them and see, okay, what are we doing? These are my client testimonials. People who are already client, what are they telling about Stepup? These are my training videos for finding jobs, right? These are my training videos. These are onboarding videos. If you're new and if you want to understand, come and look at all these onboarding videos. So it's all nicely organized and kept for you guys to come and study. Francis, right? I don't know, I can't pronounce your first name. I'm sorry for that.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for this wonderful session we're having. And I'm sorry that I couldn't join in time, and I was just trying to follow up things and catch up. However, maybe if I can request you, maybe next time, maybe you can summarize for me something quick of the things that you cover, because I actually just new in IT and I'm very interested in learning specialist.
Don't worry about it.
Stepup.One.
Yeah. Sorry, Francis. You don't have to worry at all, actually, because everything that we have spoken, I hope is getting recorded somewhere, and I will put the entire recording for you and so many more people who have missed it. Right. So you can go through everything that I have said in this thing in a video in the next 2-3 hours.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Kenya, you had a question, or anybody? Benjamin, you had a question?
It was like a suggestion.
Yes, Janin. What was your suggestion?
Yes, my suggestion is, me too, I have the same question as Kenya, because Saturday session is conflicting with my religious belief.
Okay.
I was suggesting if possible.
Yes, Janine, I can't change that time. There are so many people attending from so many different parts of the world. I tried to move it to Sunday, but already all the people who are attending will not be able to attend. What I can tell you definitely is, I can record every single session for you and put it, thing. So you will not miss anything. Right. And then I will be available I will be available to you all the time on WhatsApp. You can ask me any question you want, so that I will answer your questions on WhatsApp. So same thing for Francis.
Hello.
Yes, Mohammed.
I want to ask you, if I finish these courses and I attended this meeting, what is the next step?
Go to scenario 2 and start following everything. Make your LinkedIn. Just get in touch with me. I'll give you a list of all clients that you can get in touch with, and you can start, sending them messages. But first, so for example, I know exactly how many time that you guys have spent on these courses, because I created the course. So I want proof that you have finished, scenario 1 and scenario 2. It is really important. You cannot rush yourself into, sending messages to the clients. It is wrong to do that. So first, finish everything that is there in scenario 1 and everything that is there in scenario 2 on the courses website. Just be careful, okay? Don't do this in LinkedIn. If you do this in LinkedIn, I'll not know. So sorry, not LinkedIn. On YouTube. So if you come to YouTube directly like this and start doing it here, right? I don't know whether you did it or not. So don't do it here. Try and go to the courses website. The courses website. I'll send you the link for the courses website if you want. Here, right? Click on this course. Enroll in this course. Okay, only then I know that I have proof that you have done it. So I will use this to tell the clients, look, these guys have done the course. I have seen them doing the course.
Okay.
So just as a, because otherwise what happens, everybody says they finished the course. I don't know whether they've done it or not. So go enroll yourself, click on start the course, go through, each of these scenarios. You can do it on your mobile phone also. You don't need, a laptop to do any of these things. No, but it's better to do on laptop because, everything that I do, right, is like a bit of, screen sharing, right? It's all like this, screen sharing. Yeah. So so this is, in fact, this is a good video I've come, right? It is sorting out your LinkedIn. You understand? I'm actually telling how to make your LinkedIn better. See, so this is what you need to do immediately after you finish the scenarios. Okay, so I'll pause here. Any other?
Okay.
We have pretty much we have run out of time now. So thank you very much everybody for joining this session. I really enjoyed the session. So I will try to put everybody into the same WhatsApp group so that we all talk like one group. And see how each of us are able to progress, to the next step. So that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you very much.